Hello, welcome into Friday. And it has been a week, hasn't it? So, the amazing things going on in the world have been we've had the Mercury Cazimi, we've had the Venus Cazimi, and they are still those planets are still both retrograde, meaning you're still in that processing mode. There's been big changes to relationships. There's going to be things for you to think about. And this is where Venus goes into the underworld. That's what happened at the Venus Cazimi. So she's going to be hitting, she's already hit Neptune. She's going to be touching the North Node. She's going to be touching Saturn. But all before she starts going direct and hitting all those again. So it's like when a tidal wave comes and all the water gets pulled out and then the wave starts coming in. So this Aries eclipse, which is the ending of the cycle for Aries and Libra, but it's a brand new cycle coming in. We are on a different timeline. So tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern on this channel, we will be doing a live new moon intention setting. Nat is going to be doing a meditation. So there is that. The question that I'm asking the cards today is what to expect for the new moon in Aries. What is the advice? This new moon in Aries that is coming in. Now, it's not just a new moon, it's an eclipse. Eclipses and the north nodes are all fated energy. Commitment. And look, there's a little keyhole there, commitment. What else? Oops. A bunch of cards fell out, but none of them turned over. So I'm not going to take any of that. There was like a clump of them. But I want to see what other energies we have come out. Oh. Mountain. Grounding. Yes. And that's a 6. I'm going to take those because what I feel is this. We are starting on a brand new timeline. This is a 36 card commitment. What do you want to do for yourself every day? What is going to be something that is going to help you, be beneficial for you every day? One of the things is mountain grounding. This energy that we're going into is fire energy. We're going from water to fire, so we're going to need quite a bit of grounding for ourselves. Oh yeah, no kidding. What comes out? 7 of Wands, grounding, most definitely. So that is something that it's telling us to do with this new eclipse energy that's coming out. So cards have kind of just said, stop where you are. We're ready to go. So on the underside, King of Pentacles. I like this card as far as it's about, he doesn't look like he's sweating the small stuff. This is my idea of a good time, being in a place where there's books, relaxing with my dog, and you have that star energy again. By the way, this is Venus, 5-pointed star. So this Venus energy is meant for us to utilize to our benefit. It's about, looking at relationships and what works and what doesn't. For real. So 7 of Wands came out. 9 of Pentacles, an independent woman who is able to handle all her own affairs, do her own thing, trust in her abundance. She's got things planted for herself that will come in the right timing. I'm going to try to get this to focus on here. Yes, there we go. So that's the focus. And she seems, the thing I love about her is what she's got on is so classic, right? It can be so you and still be classic. And, the Hanged Man, look at things from a different perspective, please. She has a focus of what may be coming in for her in the water. We have a lot of water and a lot of signs in Pisces, which is a water sign, a lot of planets going back into Pisces. So we have Saturn there. Neptune is currently there until Sunday. We have Mercury and Venus entering in, and Mars is in Cancer, which is also a water sign. So one of the things that's happening is we are getting a lot of dreams now about there's different sets of dreams that I feel that have been coming out, and I've been getting these too, where it's the dreams that, from childhood, things that would scare you, or bad relationships, or people that you were arguing with. Those dreams are coming out to pull that energy out, that you haven't been able maybe to deal with that in a conscious way. So now your unconscious is going to deal with it. Like, okay, this is what you were afraid of. I'm going to bring that back from your unconscious to your conscious. And then you can rid yourself of it. So some of these maybe bad dreams that you may be having, I had like some interesting dreams about family dynamics. So when you do that, it allows you to clear that out. Now, I've also been getting downloads. We have the solar flares have been very busy. The galactic center has been very busy. The galactic center has been squared by the nodes, and it will be at 27 degrees, the nodes, north and south node, at 27 degrees for 8 weeks. The galactic center is 27 degrees of Sagittarius. So they have been squaring this galactic center, the nodes have, and that information is being passed down to Venus and Mercury as they enter in. Like I said, it's that wave that's coming through as they're retrograding, and then they're going to go back over that same thing. It gives them plenty of opportunity to get downloads from the galactic center, because the nodes don't move when there's an eclipse season going on. The eclipses are 2 weeks apart. So it went into position, and I believe April 17th is when it moves from that 27 degrees down to 26. So things will be direct by then, but you get that sense of there are profound things. Not only do we have Venus going over the north node, we have Venus going over the north node that has been square the galactic center. What a punch of power for the divine feminine. So I find that really, really great. All right, what else do we have here? This is the Nine of Swords. This is allowing things to get up in your head. These are bad dreams. This is worry. Let's see what else we have for messages here. Two of Wands. This is asking, what do you want to come in? Because this is the time to be asking. The Aries eclipse, the Aries new moon is Saturday. You can set intentions. So please join me for that. What I found really fascinating as I was looking, I'm like, these are all women that showed up in the cards. Isn't that fascinating? This is not a deck that is about divine feminine. There's plenty of, like I said, there's plenty. This was on the bottom of the deck. But in the everyday layout, it's women. It's divine protection, being independent, looking at things from a different perspective, not getting caught up in your head, and asking for what you want. Asking for what you want. So I am going to ask with a different deck, a different tarot deck. I'm going to ask for best advice for right now. Divine feminine is getting an upgrade. And guess what? She's going to be trining on April 7th. She is going to be trining Mars in Cancer. So here's what happens on April 7th. Saturn and Venus meet up at 25 degrees of Pisces. On that day, Mercury stations direct at 26 degrees. So now you can have clearer thinking. And then it's going to go back forward and then hit the North Node again. Interesting. So major download happening there. And when Venus and Saturn are conjunct, they trine Mars. So everybody is getting something out of this energy. Everybody's getting something out of this energy. So advice. This is a Souls on Fire deck. MJ, Soulful Revolution, our mentor. So let's see what we've got here. Anything want to jump out? I'm surprised they're not jumping out. What is the advice? What is the advice for this? Oh, they want me. I think they want me to deal. They want me to. Okay, I will. Top of the deck. The Lovers, Gemini, change, choices. You know, there is an opportunity for new relationships, I will say, coming in. But I like it in the sense that all of these women are coming from a place, except for let me alter that. The Nine of Swords is the only one that doesn't have the woman coming really from a place of power. And I think that is the energy it's asking you to release. Forget about the worry of it. Things that are going to be happening in the future. There are opportunities for love out there, but you have to be coming from a place of your own strength. You don't have someone else to complete you. You are complete in and of yourself. And that makes you so much more attractive to someone else. But make sure they're worthy. Don't settle. Six of Swords, moving into calmer waters, right? Things will settle down. There are going to be things that you're going to have to give up. The Moon. Which wolf do you feed? Oop, these two both want to come out. I was going to stop. They will both want to come out. This is the Knight of Wands. You keep moving forward, right? Things are going to happen and you're not going to know which way to go. We have the Eight of Swords coming. The thing I like about the Eight of Swords, and someone explained it super well before. The Eight of Swords is really about it's barriers you put in your own way. Because the Eight of Swords, if it were forming a fence, it would be, a foot in front of your face. It would be 10 feet tall and 8 feet wide. But if you're only looking straight ahead, you're like, oh, I could just walk around it. I can't go any further. Why? Because there's a fence right in front of me. Okay, it's one piece of fence. You can walk around it. That's the point. That is the point. What struck me, though, is this commitment card. I'm going to read this just because the Venus star point just happened. She will come back and touch that Venus star point again, that Venus Cazimi point. So this is very interesting to me. A true commitment is a responsibility of the heart, mind, body, and soul. This is a good time to make one. Partnerships formed at this time are harmonious and powerful. The commitment card also indicates the natural evolution of a relationship from its inception to a literal or metaphorical marriage. At the very least, there is promise of fulfillment in some form. However, you must be conscious of what you're committing to. Be clear about the nature of your commitment and your responsibility to it. Others are more willing to enter into partnerships at this time. Remember that your partnership with spirit, remember that your partnership with spirit and the highest version of your own self will engage the highest self in another. Okay. I totally agree. And that's basically what I already said. Remember that your partnership with spirit and the highest version of your own self will engage the highest self in another. Bring your best and expect the best from someone else in relationships. This is what the cards have been saying. And the cards were saying, come at it from the Venus upgrade. The divine feminine gets an upgrade, right? There are great possibilities out there, but you have to take care of yourself first. I will see you soon. Bye.